Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain. I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. Before I start, I just wanted to thank you all to say that I am truly overwhelmed with everybody's kindness. I didn't do yesterday's video for sympathy. I did it to try and make people aware that to come together and help everybody, and boy did you. I appreciate it, and honestly, since dropping the video, I have been in tears most of the time because you really have shown me that humanity is an amazing thing, and when the chips are down, everybody comes to your aid. I just wanted to take time to say I really do appreciate all the help that everybody's given me. You have restored my faith in humanity. Anyway, seeing as I'm self-isolating, let's get on with it. It's Tuesday the 17th of March and it's been rather quiet on the old Meghan and Harry front, but I do have some things that I want to discuss with you. First things first, it doesn't look like Meghan will be going into the Met Gala this year. We were a bit unsure whether she was she not? No, we don't know. Some said she was going and getting prepared and she was going without Harry. But anyway, the fuss is over because it's been cancelled. And luckily, Harry got back to Meghan just in time because Canada has closed its borders to non-citizens and non-residents. Now, a lot of sugars are shouting, yeah, well, Meghan worked for 7 years in Canada. Yeah, she worked, but she wasn't a resident, was she? She was still American. She's not actually British either because she's not followed through with her citizenship and being a UK citizen. So that still kind of leaves her as an American. However, there are caveats to the Canadian Prime Minister's announcement saying that dignitaries can travel free will under some restrictions. I guess they are dignitaries, aren't they? One thing that is actually quite concerning for me is that the Daily Mail article which says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry plan to open a new charity office at the former BBC building in London, which is now a workspace for creative thinkers, run by Soho House. And there we have it, people. I've said all along from the very start of this channel, all roads lead back to Soho. And it looks like the Daily Mail aren't even hiding what they're trying to say, because in the bullet points at the very start of the article, it says the floor is run by Soho Works, venture by Soho House, run by pal Marcus Anderson. I've said it all along, everything is connected to Soho. Their foundation was connected to Soho. I've done multiple videos on this beforehand. Links are up in the top right hand corner. But the problem is they closed their offices in Buckingham Palace and now they're opening offices as part of their new charity. They haven't actually decided what their charity is going to be. It's all very woolly, wishy-washy at the moment. Now, where they are basing themselves, the operation advertises itself as a workspace for creative thinkers, with a global community made up of Soho House members and people for creative industries who work and collaborate together in spaces that are designed to inspire. Does that sound like Harry and Meghan personified? They are so woke that if they turned around and slapped themselves, the woke person would slap back. It really is very concerning on how Meghan relies so heavily on Marcus Anderson. And it does make me wonder what on earth Harry thinks of all this. Is he quite happy that this relationship has been instilled in Meghan and Marcus from the very start? Pre-Harry, this has been going on. Those two have been scheming in the background. I am 100% certain, in my honest opinion, that they had planned this all from the start to hook a prince and make everything possible. Their world is their oysters if you hook a prince wealthy enough with good connections. And hey ho, they did it. And it always seems with Meghan that everything comes back to Soho. It really is quite shocking when you look at it. How exactly is she involved in Soho House? And I think the papers should be asking this very question. Is she on their payroll? Because she was their ambassador as such. She was always pictured there pre-Harry. They even went there on their first date. And can you remember the, my friend is so amazing, Daniel Martin, the makeup artist? He plugged Soho's crockery on his Instagram while implying that he was with Meghan, best buds, the avocado whisperer. Blech. That's all I've got to say on the matter. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it, on what her connection to Soho House, because everything comes back. There has got to be more to this other than just pure friendship with Marcus Anderson, because it seems that every which way they turn, Soho House's name comes up. And that to me is very, very worrying. This is an elite members club. And maybe, it's just purely the connections, but I doubt it very, very much. And then you've got to wonder, is this compensating both Marcus Anderson and Soho House for getting her ultimate dream, being globally aware and dominating the whole of society? Everybody knows her name in the world, Meghan Markle. We don't like it, but she is the most talked about woman in the world right now. Rightly or wrongly, good or bad press, she is still up there. And it has been said multiple times since this whole Mexit thing went down, and especially since she has left this recent trip to the UK and fled quickly back to Canada, how toxic she said Britain were and how she'd made the right decision. Well, you're setting up office and you obviously need us, because otherwise you would have literally turned, run and never even cared about the UK ever again. But that's not all, is it though, Meghan? Because you need to make sure that Charles is on your side, because that's where the pennies come from at the moment, doesn't it? I believe that they are toxic right now and they are grasping at straws. Not many people are standing side by side to want to work with them. Perhaps the big banks, the big companies will get them to speak, possibly once, just out of pure curiosity. I mean, that's what you'd do, wouldn't you? You'd think, well, hey, for $1 million, we'll go and get Harry and Meghan. Let's see what they've got to say. But you can bet your bottom dollar they'll probably be sniggering behind their backs. Everybody now is labelling them as difficult and toxic, and that is unsustainable. They will tank. They will find that the grass is not greener on the other side. They are looking, apparently, more concentrated to the California area to move, even though she said that she would not move to America while the current President Trump, was in office. Well, that looks like it's going to change, because they are trying to obtain one of Kylie Jenner's old mansions for $12,000 a night. I've said this in my previous video, but come on. They always harp on about privacy, and she has been papped several times in Canada. I believe that they were setups. We know celebrities do them. It really is quite blasé in the world of Hollywood to set up your own pap call. But in Canada, it has been relatively quiet on the old privacy front. Shift that to California, and it's going to be a whole different ballgame, isn't it? Because just like everywhere in the world, they are going to be a huge media interest that is solely focused on them. Now, in Britain, they are protected because of that delicate agreement between press and palace, where they can't be really papped. And the press don't print personal photos, private photos of them going about their normal daily lives. You will get the odd person that takes a picture of Kate while out shopping, but generally it's not the paparazzi or the photographers that are flogging these pictures, because they're not really allowed to. Now they're out of the umbrella of the royal family, it is literally all hands on decks, and they will be followed and pursued. So what Harry is trying to avoid with regards to, he thinks that the paparazzi killed his mother and he wants to protect his family, by going to California, I think they're going to make it 10 times worse, and that's my opinion. So this whole we need privacy, I want to protect my family issue, great, well done if that's what you really want. But what you're doing is counterproductive to what you say you want. You're going to LA. You're going to the most centralized place for Hollywood, where people literally walk down the street and are everybody. You're either going to be swallowed up or you're going to be fed to the sharks. Harry's not going to like it. He wants privacy, and Hollywood isn't a private place. So by doing this, I think, like I said, they're being counterproductive to what their actual needs. And there lies the problem, isn't it? Because Harry has needs, Meghan has needs, and I think they are polar opposites of what each other wants. He wants privacy, she wants global domination and stardom. That is clearly evident. I think ultimately, probably her plan is to become American royalty. They will be the Duke and Duchess of America. Now, American listeners, what do you think of that? What are your opinions? How do you think America will take to them lording it over you? There will be the talk shows. There will be the... She will be plastered everywhere. Because she's not under the restraints of the royal family now, it will be overkill. Once she gets going and she thinks that this whole drama has died down and it's safe to kind of project herself into the world that she so craves, it will be Meghan overdrive. Think we've been saturated so far? You ain't seen nothing yet. She's a narcissist. She craves attention. She needs attention. So therefore, she will take it with both hands, regardless of the outcome. How do you think that will go in America? You know, and I think she will Harry will tag along for the first couple of things just, to get the watchers in because it's the stardom of the couple. Then I don't think he will show any interest because, again, I don't think he likes the public image. He's there to want to help people. Or so he used to be. Whether he's that now because he's been around Meghan, I'm not quite sure. But ultimately, Meghan will be in overdrive and she will take it with both hands. And please don't believe the articles that say that they have accepted the invitation to be at Balmoral this year. That will never ever happen. This is purely PR to try and boost their tanking reputation. It is damage control. They won't be here ever. I don't believe. I don't think Meghan will bring Archie ever here again. I think that they will set up in California and that will be their life until the divorce. And then the real fun will start because she will take him to the cleaners and they will be in California, which I am led to believe sides on the side of the female in the relationship of the divorce, and she will get a humongous settlement, an alimony for life. Exit complete. As always, let me know what you think of this video. I'd like to know your opinions on the Soho connections yet again. Are you surprised? I'm not, but I'd like to know what you feel. Do you think that they will be at Balmoral? And what do you think of their plans to move to California? Do you think yet again it's more stupid-mindedness and PR pushing to try and get their names in the media? Because it's gone a little quiet recently. So all of these could very well be PR pushes by her PR team, her media team. It's very hard to kind of wade through what's right and what's wrong and what's complete, trying to blind us through the nonsense that is Meghan. As always, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.